This is our last session of lesson number 9, that is soil. Already we have completed many things regarding soil. Means soil, then the formation of soil, different types of soil, soil and crops, soil erosion. Now in this session we are going to learn different properties of soil. So be ready with your notebook, pen and then write the aim and the keywords of this session. See, write aim properly to learn properties of soil. Then 3 keywords are there. Write that keywords properly means write proper spelling. First one is percolation, then moisture and third one is absorption. Okay. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take and then write the aim and the keywords. Earlier means in previous sessions we have learned that there are 4 types of soil and each soil is having different properties. Correct? Means each soil is having the particles of different sizes, then the water absorption property that we have discussed. Now in this session we are going to learn and do some experiments to understand these 3 properties. So first property we will start. See, I have written here the percolation rate. First tell me, if you spill water, okay, on the cement floor in your house, what will happen with that water? What will happen? Yes, it stays for longer time, or it will absorb in that soil, or it will vanish. No, it will remain as it is. But if you spill water on the ground, what will happen? Yes, the water will vanish. So where is that water? Water is go down inside the soil and that is known as your percolation. And percolation rate means what? The rate in which we are calculating how much or in how many times the water is going downside. So actually in your textbook formula is given, so that we will, whatever the values are there, that we will do the calculation part afterwards. Now we will perform one activity to check or to calculate the percolation rate. But understood what is the percolation rate? Okay. The water is go down inside the soil in how many times? Okay, so that rate is your percolation rate. So now we will start our activity with 2 soil samples. Okay, I have taken the 2 soil samples, that is sand and clay soil. Okay, so both the soil are having different properties. Correct? Both are having different properties. So you can see here, both are different in color and different in texture. Now we will start our activity. So in this activity what we are going to do? First we are taking the soil in a measuring cylinder. Then we are pouring the water. With the help of stopwatch we will calculate the time and then we will take the percolation rate of both soil and then we will compare that value. Understood? So let's start our activity. Okay, see, I have taken soil in measuring cylinder. In this measuring cylinder I have taken sandy soil and in this cylinder I have taken clay soil. So you can see the sandy soil, the particles of sandy soil and then the particles of clay soil. Okay, both are different. Now we will add 100 ml of water in each cylinder. And at the same time we will calculate or we will count a time with the help of stopwatch. Okay, so let's start. You have to add water simultaneously in both measuring cylinder and then what we have to find at the bottom when the water reach that time we will take for calculation. Okay. So see, now I am adding the water. So you can see the bubbles are coming out. The bubbles means what? The space is there, means the air is there in the soil. That's why the bubbles are coming out. You have to check the water is now going downside through the space. Okay. We have learned in the layers or the horizons of soil the spaces between the particles. So you can see here. See, in clay soil, the gap is more than the sandy soil. Okay, that's why the water is going downside here. See, the bubbles are coming out. The bubbles because of the space in between the soil particles. See, you can see here, now water is reached at this cylinder. Okay, in this measuring cylinder we can see the water is now downside. Okay, within 2 minutes, but still this water is now still going downside. You can see here. Okay, so now we will calculate the percolation rate of clay soil. Okay, and then we will do about the sandy soil. Okay, so now we will calculate the percolation rate of clay soil. In your textbook, one question is already solved, but we are solving means we will take our points or our numbers, that now we have completed that. So how can we calculate the percolation rate? So percolation rate ml per minute. This is the unit of percolation rate. Okay, like kilogram, gram, ml. So ml per minute, it is a unit of percolation rate. So the formula is amount of water. Okay, how much water we have taken, that we have to write in ml, and percolation time means how much time is required for that water to go downside, means at the bottom. So percolation time we are writing in minute. Okay, amount of water in ml and time in minute. That's why the percolation rate, the unit of percolation rate is ml per unit. Okay, we have taken 100 ml of water. How many? 100 ml of water, and the percolation time is 2 minutes. Okay, 100 on 2. So calculate that. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, and 2 0 0. So 50 ml per minute means in 1 minute how much liter or how much ml of water will percolate? 50 ml of water. Okay, in 1 minute 50 ml of water. But this value is different for different soil. Means this value is about the clay soil. But what is about the sandy soil? So you can see here, still water is going downside. Okay, still water is going downside. Now the soil quantity means if you are taking the soil quantity in more amounts, that will require more time. Now I have taken the small amount of soil That's why the values are like this. But like that we can calculate the percolate rate of sandy soil also. Means only the time change. Means for sandy soil maybe that sandy soil require 20 minutes or 10 minutes. So as per the value this percolation rate will change. Understood what is mean by percolation and what is the percolation rate? See, the rainwater that percolates through the soil is collected on the bedrock, means the last horizon or the last layer of soil. Correct? Rainwater is also percolates in the soil, or as the rain is coming, the soil just started to collect. No, soil is percolate through the soil. Sorry, water is percolates through the soil and that collected on the bedrock. This level of groundwater is known as water table. So remember this word, water table means what? The level of groundwater is known as water table. So like that we have completed the first property, that is percolation rate, which is different with different soil. Understood? As your time increases, now see, we will just take one example. 100 ml of water we have taken, and for sandy soil it required 20 minutes. Now calculate. That is 5 ml per minute. Means as you are increases the time, your percolation rate will decreases. Understood? As your time increases, your percolation rate will decreases. Okay? So write down this in your notebook in full sentence. Okay? Don't write like this. And one sum is given in your textbook, that is 200 ml upon 20 minutes, that is 10 ml per minute. So like that sum will come in your exam. So you have to prepare for this and you have to remember the formula of percolation rate. Now we will start our next practical to learn a different property, that is moisture in soil. Okay. So first we will do that activity and then we will learn a theory part. Okay. Okay. Now we will see the moisture in soil, that one property. Have you seen that on the farmland in summer season the air is shimmering? Okay, the moving that you can see, or maybe you have seen that. So why? That we will see. Now I have taken a test tube. In that now I am adding soil. Okay, we have to check that is moisture present or not in the soil. Now with the help of test tube holder, now check the test tube. As the soil started to heat, we will see some change . Because of the air, the flame is moving. Okay, we will wait to see the change. You can see the water vapors are collecting inside the test tube. What it means? Can you tell me? You can see the moisture inside the test tube. So what we can conclude from this experiment? So that we will see through theory. Okay. Okay. So you can see here the moisture present in the soil. Means we can conclude that there is water percolates in the soil, absorbed through the soil, and that's why we can see the moisture inside the tube. But this moisture in the soil is different. Means like a sandy soil. In sandy soil means the sandy soil does not absorb the water properly. Means in more amount. So that moisture, that content of moisture is different in that soil. So as per the soil, again and again I am saying each soil is showing different properties. Means if the clay soil is having one property, that does not mean the sandy soil also should having that property. No, there are different types of soil and all are having different properties. Understood? Moisture in the soil. Okay, two properties we have learned, that is percolation rate and moisture in soil. Now we will see a last property of soil, that is absorption of water in soil. So here also we will take two types of soil, that is clay soil and sandy soil, and then we will compare the absorption rate of the soils. Okay, so let's start our activity. See the third property, that is absorption of water in soil. So absorption of water in soil, in this property we are going to calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. So for that first we will do one activity. From that activity whatever value we will get, that we will arrange here, and then we will calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. So let's start our activity. Okay, so see, for this activity I have taken two soil samples, that are clay soil and sandy soil. Then I have taken filter papers, measuring cylinder with 25 ml of water, funnel, beaker, tripod stand, watch glass and your weighing machine. Now first we will do that. First we will take 50 gram of soil sample, okay, of each. So on that, okay, now you can see here 0.0 gram. So first I will take sand, okay, 50 gram sand we have to take. So you can see as I am adding. Now slowly we have to add. Okay, so better this 50 gram of soil. Now we will take in the first funnel. Make a cone of filter paper. Put this here and then add this sand. Slowly we have to add this sand in this filter paper. Okay, done. Now we will add this sand also. Now it is wet, it's okay. Okay, now we will take 50 gram of clay soil. Then when you are going to do, again you have to tear. Okay, the tear button is there. Put the watch glass, again tear, and now take the 50 gram of clay soil. We required more space. So first we will take 25 and then 25, like that we will do. So it's better. Okay, see 25. Again make a cone of this filter paper. Put here. Then add soil sample. Okay. Again we will do 25 gram. Again tear. These experiments you have to do in lab, okay, not at home. Okay, 25 gram we required. So done. Okay, again I will add this in this funnel. From this activity we will understand that which soil holds water properly. Okay, then of this. Okay, now I have taken 25 ml of water in each cylinder. First I will add here in a clay soil 25 ml of water. Okay. And then we will wait for result. Here also I am adding 25 ml of water in the sandy soil. you can see here the water is coming easily and fast in the sandy soil as compared to the clay soil. See the clay soil water and this water. So we will wait for 5 minutes, okay, to check the result. Okay, so now we will measure the level of water. See the water collected in the beaker, okay. With the help of measuring cylinder only, we will calculate. Okay. So you can see the clay soil. Through the clay soil, 6 ml of water is in this cylinder, and here almost 10 ml of water. Okay. So which soil absorb more water or holds the more water? Hold. Okay. Not percolate. Holds. Which? That is clay soil. So now we will take the values of clay soil and then I will tell you how to calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. And then after that your homework is that you have to calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the sandy soil. Okay. So let's start to calculate. Okay. Now we will calculate the absorption rate. First, see, when you are solving the sum, whatever values are given, that we have to write like this, given, okay, and then your formula and your calculation. So see, weight of soil. Now I am calculating about the clay soil and you have to calculate about the sandy soil, okay. How much sandy soil, that water in the measuring cylinder? 10 ml. So write that in your notebook because we have to calculate the absorption rate. In the case of clay soil, I have taken 50 gram of soil. Correct? Then volume of water poured in funnel. How much water I have poured in funnel? That is 25 ml. Correct? Then volume of water collected in beaker. How many collected in beaker? 6 ml. Now what you have to do? Volume of water absorbed by soil. This first value you have to take out. Volume of water absorbed by the soil. Okay. So U means your volume of water poured in funnel. So write that 25. Then your V, that is 6. Now calculate 25 minus 6. How many? 25 minus 6? That is your 90 ml of water. So how much ml of water absorbed by soil? Soil absorbed 19 ml of water. We have to calculate absorption rate. So here we have not finished. Now then we have to calculate mass of water absorbed by soil. See, 1 ml means 1 gram. Correct? 1 ml means 1 gram. Now 19 ml means how many gram? Yes, very good. 19 gram. So which value we required? We required this value and this value. Why I have calculated this? Because we required this value and this value we can get from only this formula. So when you are solving the absorption rate sum, first you have to calculate volume of water absorbed by soil by U minus V. Then you have to calculate the mass of water absorbed by soil through this formula. 1 ml 1 gram, 19 ml 19 gram. Now we will calculate the absorption rate, see the formula of absorption rate. Absorption rate is equal to mass of water absorbed by soil upon mass of soil that we have taken into 100. Okay? We are calculating in percentage. We are calculating percentage of absorption rate. So mass of water absorbed by soil, that is your 19 gram. Right here 19 gram. Mass of soil we have taken, that is 50 gram. Okay? Into 100. Now calculate. First we will cancel out 0 and 0. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. That is 19 into 2. So what is the answer? 38. So this is your answer, the absorption rate by the clay soil. Same you have to calculate with the sandy soil. Understood? So here we have completed 3 properties of soil. We have learned these properties through 3 experiments. So read that experiment, learn that, then try to solve these sums, okay, and then after that start to solve your exercise. In next session we will discuss about the exercise, okay. Stay safe, stay home, and thank you.